This message will activate your soul fire.
Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, Jewish, Islamic, Taoist, Gnostic, Egyptian, Mayan, Hermetic, Confucian, Sumerian, Indigenous.
These are texts written thousands of miles apart, thousands of years apart, with no way to influence each other. And yet, somewhere between the lines, they're all whispering the exact same message.
I truly hope you're surviving the apocalypse out there, in here, or wherever in hell we are.
Prophecy, but you're a part of it.
I have been working deeply with my soul to get this message to you. This is not going to be your typical tarot reading. I am a guide to help you realize where you are and the choices you have in front of you. We've made a lot of bad choices.
So we do nothing?
No, we can't save everyone in this war.
A lot of failure is going to open the door to your success.
They have stolen the heart from inside you.
But it's going to take you to recognize when you have failed yourself in the past, when you have made decisions and choices that have not brought you any sort of peace or longevity. Your soul is literally aching for you to understand and process this level of information. We like to hover at the surface of spirituality where vanity takes over, and it looks good to hold on to the superficial aspects. But we're going into the layers here. We're going to dive in.
That the Titanic machine may possibly create or discover previously unimagined scientific phenomenon or unknown unknowns. For instance, an extra dimension. Out of this door might come something, or we might send something through it. Still, not to this day, found a real definition of reality. How many dimensions officially in the CERN? And they both said 17.
Into a realm that it is going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to grow. You're going to expand your consciousness today. You're going to allow yourself to be brave and bold, because we are surviving times that are what our ancestors used poetic language like.
Predictive programming is a concept that suggests elements of popular culture, including movies, television shows, books, and other forms of media, are deliberately used to plant seeds or prepare the public for future events or societal changes.
What we see in the book of Revelations.
These ancient texts were not trying to be mysterious. They weren't trying to be poetic. They weren't trying to confuse anybody. They were trying to describe the utterly indescribable.
What we understand in all the movies that we've created that give us an idea of what's coming. This isn't to scare anyone. This is to have control of your emotions in a time where we have literal entities.
All this time, we've been building it for you.
In the background, in totality, meaning there's this space we exist in, but we are residing in three-dimensional. We represent the flesh. We are functioning in the material realm. But the entities that have a more expanded awareness are influencing the material realm. And I don't just mean a little whisper in your ear. Okay, listen. We started with the choice, the lovers, okay? And then we're at the awakening. Because we are now, so let me paint you a picture. When we see something coming, and we freeze in a state of fear, uncertainty. We don't make a choice. we let the reality around us make decisions for us. Let it move us where it wants us to go. We become a leaf in the wind.
Women in Iran were doctors and lawyers and professors, and universities there were world class. So art and music and science were all just thriving in Iran. This was not a primitive society that was just waiting for someone to modernize them.
And right now is a time where, imagine you're surviving in the wild and you're on an island and you ran out of food. You gotta get to something on the other side of that ocean. You need to build a boat. You literally you have 3 days. If you don't get to that island over there, oh, it's over there. If you don't get to that island over there, you're just done. Like, that's the mindset we're in. And it's not fear, it's focus. So I want you to focus for a moment, because you're going to be drawn left and drawn right. There are certain entities that interfere with reality, interfering with your spiritual alone time. I see the Hermit here. This is a powerful reading. The Hermit in reverse. I'm seeing how there are so many obstacles constantly drawing your attention in directions that feed and fuel external things, but you're not feeding your soul. You're not fueling your heart, your purpose here.
Must have been sudden for you.
You are a soul housed within a body. This body is not you. The soul is who I'm connecting with. And your soul belongs to the infinite. You aren't just this body. This body will become dirt one day, but your soul remembers the expansion, the purpose of why you would come here. Why would you come and participate in a time like this? You didn't come here to be asleep. You came here to awaken, and you came here to activate in a time where you know it's not about taking a nap, okay? And we're talking consciously. We're talking about a conscious slumber. So you have DNA. I'm gonna pull 2 more cards, and then the Tower at the bottom, because we're going. So I'm gonna pull a lot. Let me just get where I'm going. I'm trying to convey preparation. There's preparation. Another vision I kept receiving, whether you're a parent or not, this could be your inner child. I want you. I'm gonna paint scenarios. I'm an art teacher today.
And abstract, what's it called? I don't know, visual artist. So
your inner child or your real child, it's all a metaphor. It's a movie. We're playing, you're an actor, okay? Just, you're the star of the show. And in the movie, it's a zombie movie. The zombies are coming. Like, we gotta do something. You and your child are in this movie. And you've gotta get your child somewhere safe while you go play decoy for the zombies in some way.
Now, if y'all want to live, if you want to survive, you gotta fight.
That's pretty extreme, right? But you need to survive this because you need to get back to your child. Fear isn't gonna help. Look, 6 of Swords.
6 of Swords.
Building a boat. 6 of Swords is literally getting in a boat to go across, getting out of troubled waters to go into calmer waters. And she's literally crossing a bridge. So what I'm implicating here, yes, I cut my finger. So I'm seeing this as you need to take your inner child into safety. Your inner child needs to feel safe right now, or your physical child, whatever it may be. And the safety is the reassurance that you can endure what you're about to do. You got to do this. There's something you need to do. And you're uncomfortable with it. It's something it wasn't in the plans. You didn't plan for this. It happened. You've got to, get your baby, your inner child over here with these strangers or whatever. You got to put them in this place while you go play decoy. You go build this boat to get across you're in this extreme situation is what I'm saying. This isn't a time to go back to the island and pretend you have food sitting up in the tree somewhere, or that someone's gonna SOS come and save you. This is the time to recognize you are built for this. You are prepared, and you have everything in front of you. You can reach out and take what you need. It's like a beautiful arrangement that you don't quite realize you have access to because of the way your energy is allotted. Like you literally are putting your energy over here. I'm gonna get to literals, trust. But right now it wants me to tell stories.
Each sign of the constellation lasts 2,150 years. Every 2,150 years, the world changes completely. All the great religions of the world realize that. And now Moses comes down with a new beginning of a new way to worship God.
We aren't just physical matter.
In the reality, they are disclosing that they are doing all this type of research on wormholes, black holes, change of time and space. I mean, officially.
We're energy, we're souls. And the beyond, the realms beyond this one, aren't very concerned about the flesh and the material items that we have gathered here. It's more about the experience that you came here to take with your soul into the next. So this is very afterlife, okay? This is very next level and expansive. But you need it. Your subconscious really needs this message. So I want to hit another chime. I feel dragons. I feel a lot. Time is speeding up. But really that's a perception. Because we were taught a rhythm to follow. Days of the week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And then you were taught calendars instead of moon cycles. We can't even see the skies clearly anymore to even truly follow astronomy and astrology into the degree in which we should. There's a lot of decoys, and we need to develop some discipline. So disciple equals discipline flew out there, because I believe in the ancient text, disciple is another word for the discipline required to follow the path.
12 apostles of the 12 signs of the zodiac.
We are in a time where it's about our vibration. If the intent is to cause chaos, wouldn't it be healthy of us to oppose this force with peace and love and positivity? Be like a child in some way, that quick thinking, creative energy, on the go, in the moment energy. Is required of you right now. Not the indoctrination of schedules and plans that you think make more sense. Because you were told for so long that your program, your program in your mind says that you're supposed to follow it. You're supposed to do the program. But there's something about your now moment that your soul is trying to get you to activate your fire, because everyone has just a distinctively unique fire within themselves. This warmth that they radiate within the spirit realm. The dimension, so I'm seeing like it's a really dark space. It's very, very black. Very, very black, dark realm. But there's a lot of light energy. We can see the light bodies. And your soul fire can be seen by other souls, by other beings. That's the energy that I'm working with here, is the part of you that will continue on uranium after this life. Jim Crow. Red light occurs naturally, primary through sunlight, particularly during sun up and sun down, when the sun is low in the sky, causing shorter wavelengths to scatter while red wavelengths remain intact. Also, firelight, deep cave and bioluminescent environments. What the heck did I just say? Bioluminescent environments. Aren't those developed because they're really dark? And then caves? Listen. So, okay. Listen. Let the spirits work, because they're working right now. Mozart under am I a boy or am I a girl? If I hurt your feelings, I do it with pure intention. I love you, but I love me more. I gotta protect my energy, and that is not a crime, Kevin Gates. Which, I'm not really with Kevin Gates right now. Keanu Reeves. So, I love Keanu Reeves in this deck because it's not Neo today. It's not the one of the Matrix, yet it is. But it's the Keanu Reeves, meaning the Matrix is a movie. Keanu Reeves is a 3D character, meaning Keanu Reeves is a flesh suit playing out Neo in this realm. And that's where we are. I need you to choose that person, whoever you are. Like you're whoever you are today, meaning like you were whatever name's on your birth certificate, that person is finding out that they're the main character in a reality. You're your own character in your own reality. It's weird. You played a role, you're like acting, it's crazy. This is a personification. And it's time to hurt some feelings, because your feelings have been hurt. And if you don't acknowledge that pain and suffering, you won't get out. Your soul won't feel alive. You won't activate that fire. So I have Jim Crow on the table, and we need to understand, why would something like that pop up? It's popping up because this was a law established after slavery was abolished, and the economic system that depended on free Black labor collapsed. Because we're at a time where things are collapsing.
Full of hatred, you are not fit to be a king.
This is symbolic. Jim Crow laws were created to reestablish control, extraction, and hierarchy without calling it slavery. It's legal separation. And then I have that with red light, because a lot of people are really misconstrued about basic hormonal understanding. Like literally the sun every day provides a certain hormonal reaction to your body and skin and environment. That red light, I mean, people are literally wearing these red light masks. No shade, okay? No shade. But just hear me for a second. We are in a world where it's splitting at the seams. And if you've made it this far, you are questioning if you should be participating in certain things. As we see people putting on these red light masks looking like Jason, okay, like a scary movie. It's like, you know, you literally get that from the sun, but then they tell us don't go in the sun because the sun is going to give you cancer. But it's actually the food, it's actually the poison, it's actually the chemicals, it's actually the toxic environment that causes cancer, not the sun. It's really weird, the setup here. And then, am I a boy or am I a girl? And then Mozart, underneath that, Mozart discovered perfectly ordered frequency, okay? And before Mozart, the church controlled sound, knowledge, and meaning. He centered human emotion. He made music accessible, challenged authority openly, and revolutionized religion, controlling people through fear and order. We have that under, am I a boy or am I a girl? Now, there are androgynous spirits. There are androgynous beings that demand and dictate and say and convey that they are gods, meaning they have influence, they have a legion of souls that worship them. They have elevated themselves to a frequency that we can't quite fathom yet in this time. But these large entities that have large legions and large amounts of people that worship them use the industries that we know to manipulate the environment through frequency, through sound, through energy, through vibration. And we're dealing with a moment in time where we're either hooked up to the machine or we are disconnected and connected to the earth. The earth has a natural system. I've been seeing so much lately in nature's systems versus the machine system. It's just like people are getting confused about AI. It's actually fascinating because you can see the superiority of natural intelligence versus the manufactured intelligence. So what do I mean by that? Think of a cougar, a lion, a beast of some kind, a fierce cat, okay? Bobcat, anything, a fox, a coyote, some sort of animal that is fierce, is the intelligence of Mother Nature. Or do we think of something fierce like the square, firm, metallic, metal, robot stuff? Is that superior? Like, yeah, sure, we've like caged the free animals. We've figured out how to capture and do all these things. But ultimately, what I see happening here is mimicry. To the core of it all, the machines are clearly trying to mimic natural creation. The machines are trying to, AI is trying to, it's trying to show you that I can look at me. They call this beast, this monster, this entity, I think Malik, some stupido, some guy, it's not even a guy, but it's a ancient spirit that resides in what we call evil, and evil is the opposite of living life. If you're not living, if you're not involving yourself with live life things, You're dealing with death and decay, basically destruction. So what can you do is a good question. What can you do right now in this crazy time? Because we're deeply concerned with your soul fire. There are spirits in multiple dimensions trying to, uranium, don't forget it. Trying to get us to elevate our souls to a frequency where we develop a force field almost in defense. Because, so this came out, so I'm going to talk about it. Uranium.
Wakandan vibranium, also known as vibranium A, is known for its ability to absorb and store vibrations, especially kinetic energy, which makes it valuable for defensive purposes. Arctic vibranium, also known as vibranium B, has thus far been found only in the isolated region of Antarctica, known as the Savage Land. It is also called anti-metal.
Is a very powerful element, right? That they are using their monster machines to dig up. They clearly want that Mother Nature to harness power so they can control everything.
Now is our time to start.
Well, here is something fascinating. They developed all the phones. They developed all these black screens. It's good for solar power. It's good for nuclear power. But it's also naturally in the earth. So where it's heavy and rich in the soil and the rock, is it doing something naturally that it should just be left alone to do? Is there a natural order that we're disturbing? Are we waking up ancient energy that we haven't even for a second seen what fierce Mother Nature looks like? These monsters, these machines, these things that are mimicking nature. So when I talk about this, okay, I'm serious about the fierceness of a mother. Going back to you hiding your inner child or your physical child in with these people while you go distract these zombies. The zombies are like the archons.
What this AI human fusion is about is going to the next level, where you don't need to control information anymore. All you need to do is have the human brain, mind, body connected to artificial intelligence, and it will then do their thinking. It will then think for them.
So here are these mimicking, wannabe, copycat, machine driven force, the dark force, or even just say evil, has developed their thing to fight Mother Nature, right? But let me tell you, we have seen the patience of the mother. We have seen the beauty of Mother Nature. We have been given abundance, plenty of crop, plenty of rain, grass, ocean, animals, life. Mother Nature gave us everything we needed. And a mother's patience can only go for so long. And what I see, what I'm being shown, is when a mother has to protect her child, it's not pretty anymore. It's unlike anything we've ever seen. And it's in our DNA. We've made movies about it. We've avoided it, just like fire. We've avoided touching this fire. But she's about to activate, as guide appears on the bottom, she's about to activate in you something very special, something very coded, in order to activate a soldier within your flesh suit that's going to pretty much be everything you've ever dreamed of. But it's not pretty. We've already experienced pretty. We lived in The Truman Show. We've lived in La La Land. We did the pretend. We acted, it was all theater. Shakespeare figured it out. This was a fun ride. Gods, okay? Came out in the shadow as well. And I'm seeing this as God, like godmother, goddess mother energy in the shadow is so loving to those that she protects, but fiercely savage and unforgiving to that which she must defend her children against. And in this dynamic, it's the creation of hers, meaning she created life in which she will protect fiercely. So those that choose life will be protected fiercely. Those that choose destruction, this is why in the text we've interpreted this event as some will be lukewarm, some will be hot, some will be cold, some will be this and that. What she's looking for is love, peace, joy, and freedom. Protect your love, joy, peace, and freedom at all costs right now. Because she's sending out her, I don't know that word. It's not scope. She's sending out her scouts. That's what it is. She's sending out some energy, and the time is now to be prepared for what is coming. Don't be scared. Don't fear what's happening. Don't fall into grief, anger, or rage for too long. Be absolutely enraged at what's happening. But know that you're a part of something bigger. You're a part of something amazing happening here. And we're stirring the pot right now. Let's feast on the meal with gratitude and respect for the divine. We are soldiers. We are not in control. And if we let the universe do its thing, it literally will unfold beautifully in front of us. We just have to remember everyone is their own autonomous person. We are not here to control, dictate, push, force anything. We are here to be of service to our soul, our desire to live, to experience life. And we have to accept and acknowledge that evil has its own divine path in which it's going to also act out and impose and try to intimidate and force its fear over the masses. At the bottom, we've had victory this whole time. 6 of Wands, success. There is only love or fear. And it's time to be fearless.
Choose wisely.
Thank you.